Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there's having themselves a great day. Can we blind ourselves with a belief? It's kind of more focused around people and some of the things I've seen others do and some of the places where I think beliefs can start to get us into dangerous waters. Now, believing if something is possible, right? Or believing it's not impossible, right? Either way. Or believing that you can do this, or believing that the sky's the limit, believing that I can pursue and have anything I want. I can open doors and try to get to certain places. I can make myself meet certain people. All these things can happen. But it's when we try to believe someone's behavior into a different behavior. Meaning, someone acts a certain way, and they've demonstrated this to us countless times, and what we try to do is we try to believe that they're going to change, and we feel that by doing that, we're causing their change to occur. What a lot of people seem to have a hard time with, as far as other people are concerned, is understanding that other people are not you. Other people are not yours to control. Other people are here living their own lives as well, and other people have choices that they make and are evolving and developing on their own. I know there's some studies out there that suggest that everybody is us pushed out. I just did a story on that, or show on that recently. I've done a bunch of shows on that, really. Us pushed out means it's more how we project. It's what we're experiencing from them. It's the people that we attract in our lives, and some of the circumstances that come along with that. That's the us pushed out. Them, specifically, is not you pushed out. It's not you. It's them. They're still them. They're still their own person. We're still co-creating with others on this planet. It's not literally just pockets of you everywhere. So, believing our way into something different than what it is can be challenging. Let me give you a couple examples, maybe, hopefully, that work kind of for what I'm trying to say here, right? So one example that is common, and it's a good kind of base point, there's a scientist called Schrödinger. I don't remember his first name. I think he was a German scientist, physicist. And he had this famous experiment called Schrödinger's cat. Now, this basic thought experiment was essentially the cat was placed in a box with radiation. The box was sealed. And the question is asked, is the cat alive? Is the cat dead? And the whole thought process around this, or the whole point of the experiment, is that the observer itself actually affects the outcome of the experiment. And until the observer is actually present, there's really no need for the cat to be alive or dead. It's in fact undecided. It's not decided until the observer interacts with it, and then at that point, a decision by universe, by the cat, by our higher self, whoever decides it, is decided and agreed upon, and boom, cat's take the top off. Oh my God, cat's dead. Ooh, wow, figured that was going to happen, right? But when the top is closed, well, you can believe whatever you want. Anything's possible. Sky's the limit. But the second you take the top off and see what it is and see that the cat's dead, believing that the cat's alive isn't going to change the fact that the cat's dead. It's not. It's not how manifestation works. Things happen in physical life. Once they do, that particular cat is no longer. So believing it's still alive kind of puts us down this place where we're constantly trying to create something that's not creatable. We're going against the laws of nature. It's kind of like, saying gravity doesn't exist and doesn't affect me, and if I could use 100% of my brain, I could levitate and I could fly, and I've been working on this, and I don't believe gravity exists. So I am going to go and I will jump out of a plane, or I will jump out of a building, and I will demonstrate to everybody that gravity does not exist. A belief like that will lead someone to walk out a window and then hit the earth and probably not survive. Beliefs can be very dangerous when you're looking in the face of something that has demonstrated what it is to you. You've seen it, you've observed it, you are now part of it, it's part of you. When you finally notice that that's actually the situation as it is, and then you say, no, I'm going to believe different. La, 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 I don't see you. That's when it becomes dangerous. When we're trying to believe abusive people into being kind to people. A lot of us sometimes get stuck in these traps where we try so hard to make a bad person change so they can be a good person and we can still love them and be with them because we love them. But there's some questions sometimes around that concept of self-love. And people say, well, no, I totally love myself. Then why are you trying to get back a person that's demonstrated to you that they're not a good person? Well, but because I love them. I understand you love them. But if you loved yourself enough to understand that you deserve someone that treats you well, you deserve someone that maybe doesn't yell at you or curse at you or call you names or abuse you physically or any number of other horrible ways that people can be treated. We deserve better. We deserve to be with people that have time for us. We deserve to be with people that love us, that want to be with us, that care about us. And yet, we'll believe that a bad person, like we'll try to believe them into being good, or we'll try to believe that they're not actually bad, and we'll ignore all the things that they've actually shown us. And I think that's where it starts to get dangerous. Try to notice where you're at. Try to notice how people are behaving. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, meaning I can help try to manifest change in other people, but I can't make them change. I can't force them to change. I can't guarantee they'll change. I can't do rubbing out techniques on everything that's possibly in the way, when sometimes when we look at what we really want is love, a loving relationship, to be with someone that loves me. And yet we keep placing that poster on our specific person, and maybe this specific person's not the right person for us. I'm not saying this is the case for all people. I'm just saying as a concept of belief and the concept of limiting ourselves, I know there's always that fear that my beliefs can limit, and they do, for sure. But acknowledging that someone's abusive, acknowledging that someone treats you poorly, acknowledging that someone's maybe got weird fetishes that just don't mix with you, acknowledging that someone's beliefs are so drastically different from yours, can be a very good place to come from when we're trying to actually figure out what it is we want and what we want to create. I know this isn't going to be popular to some, because some people are like, no, I can do anything I want. Yeah, you can. You're right. But other people have say in their lives too. So maybe that person's a narcissist and you're trying to believe them into not being a narcissist, or you're trying to manifest them into not being a narcissist. They're a narcissist. That's who they are. That's what they are. Now you're trying to change who they are. Instead of Schrodinger's cat, now I'm trying to manifest it a dog once it's inside the box. No, it's not a cat anymore. I like cats. I don't like dogs. Let's put a dog inside. It's actually the other way around for me, frankly. I like dogs. Not real fond of cats. Whatever. We're trying to change what we know to be true. We know gravity exists, right? We know there's stars in the sky. We know people are people. We know that we can accomplish all sorts of things if we put our mind to it. And I know I can meet so-and-so. There's no question. I can get us close together. And I can get us into a relationship. But believing that this relationship will always be everything that we'd hoped. I mean, I hear it countless times. People that manifested what they were after. I mean, so many examples of this. People that manifested exactly what they were after. Exactly who they were after. And come to find out, those people were not very good people. And they ended up breaking up again. It ended up not working out. Or these people sometimes just aren't good fits for us. We get it focused and fixated, and we decide in our minds, this person's perfect for me, perfect for me. I know everything about them. I really know nothing, but I know everything about them. And so we keep going down these paths of, like, I know this, I'm right, I believe they're perfect. Okay. And then we create the relationship. We get together. We go out on a date. And all they talk about is themselves. All they talk about is some other person they're interested in. They're mean to you maybe. Whatever. You're just like, what the, huh? It's not uncommon. So again, believing that people are different than they are is dangerous. You just be careful. I mean, that's all I can say. I certainly want to see the good in others. I do this frequently, and I've made plenty of mistakes where I've gotten close and let people kind of take advantage of me because I kept seeing the good in them. But ultimately, they kept trying to take advantage of me. And it's at some point you've got to say, look, you've You've done this too many times. I can believe you're a good person all I want, but you keep behaving differently than that. It's time to look elsewhere. It's time to push you aside. I love myself enough to not have that in my life. Even if it was somebody I truly cared about. If they keep taking advantage of me, if they keep being mean to me, then they're not what I thought they were, are they? They're not what I believed they are they? Acknowledging the reality of things is important on this journey as well. I know I frequently say don't stare at your feet, look where you're at. Yes, you're right. You're trying to create something that doesn't exist right now. Definitely. You want to keep looking out and looking on and looking forward to where you're going. But if someone's treating you poorly and you keep going back to that because you keep wanting to believe that they're not, that's a very different scenario. Your beliefs are now actually contradicting what you say you love about yourself, that you love yourself. Now your beliefs are contradicting that. And we start to create problems in our life. We start attracting people that aren't good. We start attracting weird situations to us that don't quite fit the bill. And we keep wondering, why do I keep missing this? Or why do I keep attracting guys like this? Or why do I keep attracting girls that all they want to do is just, like have me take them out or whatever your thing is. A lot of times we get those things stuck inside of us where we're willing to believe that what's obvious isn't happening. Let's try to step back sometimes from our manifestation every so often and reassess. There has been manifestations that I've walked away from. Not a lot. Not a lot. There's been very few, in fact. But there have been a few cases where I've looked at what I was trying to manifest and realized, no, this doesn't fit me, or I don't feel morally okay with this, or things have changed over time and now it's no longer what it once was. It's something that's not right for me anymore. I don't want to do this. And I manifest something else. Fine. That happens. It does. It happens from time to time. Again, not a lot of things have I done that with, but certainly there have been things that I've done that with. It's okay. Sometimes we don't have all the facts until we get more into it. There's been people that I kind of knew as friends for a while, and then we finally went out and kind of got maybe a little more close, and it was just like, whoa, you're way different than I thought you were. Like, way different. Like, that's like, I don't know if this fits. Like, you're totally into crazy, or you're totally like mean, or you're always saying horrible things to people. And it's like, I never even noticed that. You were usually polite when we'd go out, but now getting to know the real you, it's like, ooh, right? Sometimes we've got to take what is shown to us and make use of that knowledge in a positive way. Just because you want it so badly and you're trying to manifest it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best thing for you. If it is the best thing for you and you've done a little looking at it and you've realized, no, they treat me well, they love me, yes, all that's good, then good, keep doing it. It's that assessing. It's that, no, I can just believe my way through this. No, belief is important, yes. But when it causes you to be blind, when it causes you to ignore what's right in front of you, it can be very dangerous. And if it certainly is causing you to believe that there's no gravity, right, and you're going to go and do something stupid like jump out of a plane, well, that's a mistake you'll make once, I promise, right? Be careful. Be careful what you wrap your beliefs around, because sometimes they don't deserve your belief. Hopefully this helps. I know this is a crazy topic. Hopefully I did it justice without upsetting too many people. I can guarantee I'm going to get thumbs down on this one for sure. Stay on RadioStyle. Hope everybody out there enjoyed and get something out of it. If you like what I got, please subscribe. Click the little picture of my face. All that good stuff. Like, share, thumbs ups, all those crazy things. You help me out immensely whenever you do any of those behaviors. Comments too. Please leave some show topics. That certainly helps. Yeah, keep doing more great shows. I'm sorry about not getting these out earlier in the morning. Work's been quite a challenge lately, and by the end of the day, I'm usually just kind of spent, and so it's easier for me to kind of do these early in the morning. So that's what I've been doing the past couple of days, but again, it doesn't work real well for my typical timing. I'll try to get myself back on pace here very quickly. Hopefully, everything is going well for all of you. I thank you, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.